Welcome to Gang Greene After Hours, episode 6. We're back. The number 6 is very important. It's a very important number. 666. That's the mark of the beast. It's also a number associated with good luck. That's what a lot of people don't know, though. And people twist it. They misconstrue the true meaning, but that's not really true. You know, well, it is true to a degree.
Just like the swastika.
Exactly, because the swastika, if you really look at it, is actually a Buddhist symbol that goes back years and years and years, and it's a symbol of awakening, and it's a symbol of unity, and it's a symbol of peace, essentially. But they twist it and misconstrue it into
very tainted
into something else. Exactly. But you know that's not the fault of any particular like it just happened through history. So you can't expect people to be like, oh, you know, it's not their fault. I mean, yeah, it's the fault of a person, but public misconception is public misconception. You can inform people, which is what we're trying to do right now, but they have to accept the information for themselves. Those who don't want to learn, they don't want to accept the information, they're always going to stay ignorant.
Yes, yes. And those who don't want to accept it will always get... I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot.
The opposite of enlightenment.
Yes.
Endarkenment.
Yes. Endarkenment.
They'll stay in the dark, you know. They stay in the dark instead of enlightening themselves to higher levels of conscious.
So what's on the topic for today's episode?
Well, I just wanted to start it with that because, like, I was thinking the number 6, and the number 6 is, if you look at numerology, is very important, and also associated with the number 3 and the number 9 because there's something with those intervals of 3 that is very important. Like if you look at Egyptian mythology and the way the Egyptians constructed the pyramids, there's a lot to do with the numbers and how they add up and multiply. And if you look at numerology, it's very interesting, but it's also like you can lose yourself in that. Like, I mean, that's anything though,
that
right?
Rabbit hole goes deep, man.
Yeah, but that's anything. There's a rabbit hole for anything.
Yes.
If you really want to get into golf, like, you can look up golf stuff for hours.
I like
you know?
rabbits and holes.
Why? Because you're speedy.
Well, not rabbit holes. Those
Rabbits and holes.
Well, a rabbit hole could be fun sometimes, but sometimes it could be too much, you know.
Yeah.
And then you lose, like you said,
Get too deep and you get fucking
Exactly.
lost in the sauce.
Exactly, you lose yourself in the, like, yo, I have to know more, and eventually you know so much, or you think you know so much, that you don't want to know anything anymore because you're so, you've limited your worldview. You're not open-minded anymore. You're not
oversaturated.
exactly. You're not opening your perspective. You're
Sacrifice
keeping
the
your,
part of yourself.
you're staying ignorant, as we were talking about before.
Yeah.
So, but that's a big part of what we're doing with this podcast going forward, and what we've always done is to enlighten the people with what we know and what we feel, that can, you know, maybe bring a possible change to the way people see the world, because there's a lot of negativity today. There's a lot of don't do it, don't feel good, hate yourself, and you know we're against all that because we just want to spread positivity, spread happiness, joy. Hopefully, you know, we can make you laugh, make you smile, and watching this podcast makes your day a little better, you know, or you learn something you might have not have known. You know what I'm saying? Like the possibilities are endless. There's no limits.
No limits at all.
No limits calisthenics.
Check out No Limits Calisthenics. Link in the description below. You know what I'm saying? Little cross promotion right there.
So like that's what I agree with that, you know, because there's many kids out here who are engulfed in that negativity in terms of, like, you know, what's happening with the war on gas and all this other fucking current war on gas, bro. Gasoline's fucking going.
That's really what it
it's
is.
skyrocketing
Because they want everyone to go electric.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing people aren't really looking at with the whole war crisis, is that it's not really, it's a lot of it's economic. Anything politically usually is economic. So in this case, it's more about getting people on electric vehicles, because electric vehicles, guess what? A gas vehicle, guess what? You want to drive your gas car, you can fill it up, go anywhere you want, no one can stop you. And so recently now they have kill switches built into cars because cars are hybrid, cars are electric. But now they want it to go full electric so that, you know, they could just turn off your car if they decide to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they decide, oh, let me turn off your car, that's it.
Babies.
You're out of a car now, you know what I'm saying? Because they want you to own nothing. But, you know, that's just, you know, that's just a little putting that out there, because you got to really look at the way things are moving and the direction things are moving. Like, we're pushing electric more and more. I think Biden just signed a bill that made all the federal vehicles electric. You know what I'm saying? So like it's obvious they're pushing electric so hard, and there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just, oh yeah, let's push electric. Not just because environmental, which is an aspect of it, but it's also financial, and it's also control, like top-down control reason as well. You know, so they can shut down electric vehicles if need be. EMPs, you know, that's another thing you're talking about, like shutting down the electric, shutting down the power grid. You
But
know, you
it's
guys
just-
think that's coming?
Yeah, I really think.
I
it's
feel like
coming.
something like that is coming, and they feel like, oh, that's gonna be the event that's gonna mess everything up. I
It's
feel like
a
it's gonna bring
reset.
everyone together.
It's a reset.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since 2020, like the government has been slowly implementing things that are like designed to take control away from us and give control to them.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like since the beginning of time, that's what humans have done to other humans. You know, is like let me own you and
Dominance,
treat you as a
baby.
serf, and saying like that's the the ego, the worst parts of the human ego.
But I feel like now, like in this age, they're trying to disguise it under the guise of politically correctness. This is for the environment. This is for that. But there's really always an ulterior motive to all of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
because when you do that and you show your double intention, it's like you have a place to defend yourself from. You have a
Exactly.
standpoint. Instead of it being like, oh, yeah, you're doing something bad, and it's obvious that it's bad. It's like, oh, you're doing something bad, but there's some good behind it. So, therefore, it's like that good cancels out the bad. No, not really. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people would believe, because you're saying, like, oh, support Ukraine, for example, because, there's kids getting bombed there. Meanwhile, America has been bombing kids in the Middle East for years and years and years, and you don't see liberals panicking about that when it's brown kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the world we live in. People pick and choose what they care about. So it is what it is. But speaking on that negativity isn't gonna really do anything, because, like I said, you can't change someone's mind. They have to want to change it for themselves.
Yes.
They have to want a fresh perspective. They have to want change in their life. And if they don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying? You can't force anyone.
Yes, I really agree with that.
Yeah,
But
but
back
we can
to-
at least put our voice out there, so maybe we can make that change.
Yeah.
Be that inspiration that maybe makes that change.
Sure.
Yes,
Never
yes.
know.
Speaking back
Sorry, bro, what you about to say?
Speaking back to No Limits Calisthenics,
Yes.
like, that movement we have of that mindset, like no limit, don't limit yourself. It really can inspire children who don't really have much to look forward to, that even when you have nothing, you have no limit. You can do whatever the hell you want with even nothing. So
Exactly.
yeah, man. Especially living in Brooklyn, New York during this time, it's fucking tough, man. It's extremely
Yeah,
tough.
it's tough
to
for
really,
everybody.
Yeah,
like, in the
anybody,
world,
anywhere,
man.
anywhere.
But you know what? It's like you can take the adversity, it's tough and fall
Mhm.
apart and crumble, because
Yeah.
this is a test, or you can take it and turn it into something
Yeah,
wonderful, something positive that can make change.
it's
That's
a
what we're
beautiful
trying to
challenge.
do.
It's
do. And that's what we're
bittersweet.
trying to do.
And
You
that's the
know?
beauty about calisthenics too. You don't need mad equipment. You don't need mad things. You can just take yourself and what you have and build
Yeah.
It's
upon there.
complete.
And guess what? That's another layer of the name, because it's no limits. With calisthenics, you literally have no limits. Like, you can get down, do a push-up. Nothing stopping you from doing that.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's no limits on how
anytime,
many reps
anywhere.
you can do.
Exactly. Anytime, anywhere, you can get a workout. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You don't need to go to the gym and fit in with a group or very tribal, very primal. Like, oh, it's very claustrophobic. I'm not a
Yeah,
fan
it
of the
feels very
gym
suffocating
for that reason. But working out outside feels very freeing. Feels very
Mhm.
freeing.
It's very meditative.
Yeah,
like,
and
I
it
never
literally is
expected
free
that.
financially.
That
So,
nice fresh air.
Yeah,
trying to
like,
save some money.
being out there and really like using my body to
Yeah.
not only empower my physical being but also my mental being and my emotional, and also to help others like really reach their potential,
Yeah, that's
because
the best part.
we have an infinite amount of potential since we're born, because kids are just bundles of potential.
Absolutely.
They're just sporadic. It's sporadic.
And we're animals too, so like when you put an animal in a tank in a cage, aka
Yeah.
the gym, it's not gonna go to.
It's gonna
full
make them
potential.
angry.
Yeah, it's gonna make them angry, and that's what.
And that's why all the gym heads are angry.
Yeah.
Like angry roid heads, man. Like, just like, come Come on, dude.
And
Just
it's
do a
like
pull up.
it's like people pay to do cardio at a gym. Like, just go outside and
Yeah.
enjoy
Run.
the fresh air, enjoy the scenery. There's a lot of beautiful things out there that you can just run past.
Yeah, I
by.
never understood, like, as a cyclist, like, why you would need a Peloton bike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why not just go
Yes.
outside and ride a bike? I understand
Yes.
the safety and comfort, but, you know, maybe sometimes you don't need safety and comfort. You got to go out of your comfort zone,
Yes.
and maybe you'll do something
Stop being
beautiful
scared.
and breathe fresh air.
Fear is stopping you from
Yeah.
getting what you want in this life.
Instead of
and
spending $2,000 on a stand-up bike in your house,
Yeah.
that's never you're gonna be pedaling to
you're gonna be
nowhere.
the-
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Running
man.
circles.
For real.
Yeah. We should actually talk about that. The concept we were discovering, like the concept of a circle versus the spiral,
Oh yes.
in terms of the ego. And like, so when your ego is the loop, it's the constant repetition, it's the circle. But the spiral is when you break that loop and you start going into a path, and
Yes.
you're actually on a path that progresses and progresses and progresses, and
Mhm.
you're going to the same places, but at the same time you're progressing.
Yes.
And you're making
growing.
Yes, you're growing, exactly. You know, they say when you're green, you're growing. So, Gang Greene, we're growing
We're the
one
gang
step
of
at a
growing.
time. Exactly.
Not
You
only we
know?
grow, but we also help other people be inspired
Exactly.
to grow.
Then that's what it is it's support and it's positivity, because it's not like, oh, we have to blow up or we have to
No.
do this and
That's
forget what you
secondary.
guys are doing. Like, no, we're all helping each
I wanna
other,
help people.
build each other, yeah, and helping like the public,
Yes.
the community, the youth, you know, the youth of today really see that there's a better way to live. You know, there's a better mindset to start having, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's gonna be our legacy.
Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful thing to put into the world. It's like, it's genuine.
Yes.
You know, this is raw. This is from the heart. This is like, we just did this. You know, it's not like we're doing this for a corporate marketed, like fucking calculated, evil, you know, James Bond villain with the fingers reason. You know, it's like we have a genuine
Yeah.
reason. You know, like we have like a purpose. There we go.
This is the purpose of feeding.
So
people
to like,
information.
you know, I don't want to make it so deep. So like, you know, do y'all have something lighter you would like to discuss? It's very deep. I'm not saying it's not deep. Still take what I said very seriously. However, you gotta have fun too, man. Because
Yeah.
it's not, you can't be too serious. When you take life too serious, you don't have fun anymore. You don't enjoy life. You don't want to
Mhm.
live. And that's why I hate the toxic work mentality everyone throws on people today. Like, work 24 hours a day, make
Mhm.
money, work 7 jobs, do this,
You can
do that.
do that, but if you're
Exactly.
having fun with it, then that's perfectly fine. But if you're constantly miserable and you really, really, genuinely do not like it, that's something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, and people support that. Like, yeah, bro, make your money. Like,
The grind mentality.
how about,
Yeah.
bro? How about take a break? You
Mhm.
know, drink some water, hydrate,
Yeah.
relax,
Get some good sleep.
Get some good
Make a
sleep.
plan.
People don't be sleeping.
and maybe you'll make even more money if you
Yeah,
just slow
maybe you'll
down
make
for
some
a bit.
friends as well.
Exactly, and
'Cause
think.
there's nothing better in this world than to have love and to have people who really support you and who have the same mindset as you.
Facts like these guys right here. You know.
Instead of going to your job 8 hours a day, meet with some people, get a business going, and then you don't even need to work a job.
Exactly.
People
It's-
underestimate the power of networking.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing when it comes to business, to life, because you can find interests, you can find business opportunities. You don't want to just spend your whole life at work because you're not gonna find shit there.
Yeah.
It's all connections, baby.
It's all gonna be. It's all the
connections.
same
It's
because
who you
when
know,
you're
not
when
what
you're
you know.
when you're constantly working a job, you're getting the same pay. You're getting the same pay hourly, and it's just like you're going into the same place. You're seeing the same people, doing the same things.
In a
and it's
claustrophobic
repetitive.
environment.
It's that circle, that
You're
ego.
circling, not spiraling.
Yeah, but when you build a business or you really do something you love, you're going in a circle, but as you're going in that circle, you're climbing up the mountain.
And that's when it starts spiraling.
Yeah, that's when it starts spiraling. That's when it feels good.
And people don't understand a business is scalable. When you work a job, you're always gonna. So you could get promoted and you could get raises, but it's really gonna be linear. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
$10,000 promotion, $20,000 promotion. When you have a business, you can scale it up to 20,000.
And there's always a cap.
30,000.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, there's always someone else's cap on that raise.
Yes.
You know, like you could get here, but to them it's like here is like that's your limit. You know,
And that's the
they
thing
limit
with-
you.
That's the thing with
When
calisthenics
you have no
as
limits.
well. That's the thing with calisthenics as well. It's like you have no limit to what you can do.
Exactly.
But you
It's your
do have a
body.
limit. You do have a limit, but it's the limit you put on yourself. Like for instance, like your body has a certain limit in terms of its flexibility. Like I really believe flexibility is a power cap. Like you can be as strong as you can be,
Of
but if you
course.
can't bend down and touch your toes, you're not as strong as you can be. Truly.
Yeah, because
know?
it's like strength is impressive, but if you can't use that strength,
Practically.
what do you have it for?
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
it's like it's such a limited. You're gonna be the guy who pushes boxes. You know, it's like
It's just
Yeah.
for show. No
instead of the
function.
guy you could push the
Yes.
box, lift the box, jump on top of the box, break the box open, whatever. You know, because they
Yeah.
put you in a box,
Yeah.
literally, like you're so boxed in. So we're thinking outside the box, literally.
Yeah. And it's just that gym mentality. So like, it's just the shit they put in their body too. Like all this pre-workout,
Steroids.
yeah, fucking like I understand.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, it's like all that shit is fucking crazy. Like young people like us, we already have that. We have that
Yeah,
energy.
of course.
Young viewers watching this, there's no need to take pre-workout. You have enough energy to do something. If you can walk, if
Yeah.
you can run, just
As-
do something. A push-up, a sit-up. It all starts with one thing.
And if you feel like you don't have energy, you have to make changes in your life. You gotta sleep better. You gotta eat better. You don't need
You have
all
to
that
make those
extra shit in your
adjustments.
body.
What you need to do, most especially, and all that is definitely valid, but you need to stop wasting your energy and time on things that don't build you and things that aren't supporting your life and your vision and what you want to do and who you want to love and who you want to support. And stop giving time and attention to those things because you feel like you need to or someone else makes you feel like you
Yes.
need to.
It shouldn't feel like a job. It should feel like something you want to do. Like
If
it,
you feel like your time is being wasted, do not let that person waste your time, even if it's like a matter of respect. No, respect yourself first and foremost. Respect yourself.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect
That's what
yourself
our
and your
society
vision.
needs more of.
Yes, respect your vision, and also give respect because you
Those
may
who give respect, get respect.
yes give respect, get respect, and vice versa. You know, like some people out here really disrespect the shit out of you, and they expect respect back, and it's like nah.
Say fuck you.
Like
Exactly.
fuck you. Like I am not going to respect you because you basically spat in my face. Like no.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have to.
But also
know?
kill them with kindness.
Exactly.
Kill them
exactly.
with kindness. It's all love, man.
Because if you stay negative and you let that negativity remain in your heart,
They win.
they win.
Yes.
Exactly.
they win that
And
battle.
that's why it's always good to just stay positive and just kill the, like you said, kill them with kindness because
It
they can't
negates-
handle that because it
Yes.
creates like shit. Like this person is better than me, but in reality, you're not better than. You know that you're not better than anybody. You're just being civil.
Yeah.
You're just being normal, you know. But they're fucking all twisted, so they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this person's not twisted like me.
Yeah,
You know
it
what
all
I'm saying?
comes
Like
down
Batman,
to
the
insecurity and
Joker.
comparison.
You know, like or the Riddler when he tried to he broke Batman or he thought he broke Batman, but
Yeah.
Batman wouldn't break
Yeah.
because he just couldn't stand his mind games.
Mhm.
You know, and he couldn't stand that his mind games weren't enough to break him.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a pride thing too. Like I feel like people feel like they gotta respond back with the same thing, or else they're less of a man or not.
Yeah.
But the reality is that makes you more of a man because you're not stooping down to their level. You're not gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna let this guy determine how I act. I'm gonna act like how I
Exactly.
want to act."
Yes.
Being true to
exactly.
yourself
Being
is the
true to-
greatest weapon you
yes.
have.
Exactly. Being honest with yourself and being true to your feelings and your mindset and your thinking is really the greatest asset you could ever have because when you're true to yourself, you know what you want and you know how to get there. But when you keep telling yourself all these lies, you know, like, oh, I wanna, like for instance, I wanna lose all this fat, but I can't. That's bullshit. You most definitely fucking can because there's people in this world that have done it. If one person can do it in history, everybody else can do it.
Two
There's-
words: calorie deficit.
Yes, calorie deficit and working out.
Exactly.
Yes, because you don't have to work out, but if you fix your eating, you don't even have to go through an extreme diet. I feel like an extreme diet is much more detrimental to your health than actually not working out because you can work out and have a pretty decent diet and you can get some results. But if you really, I feel like your mental state is what really helps you get through that long-term consistency because when it's short-term intense, you're not going to want to do it for a long time.
Yeah, and I always tell people it's not the body. Like, yes, it's good for your body, but it's the mind. This is for my mind. it's mental training as much as it is physical, because working out is just a relief of tension because it's all you. There's no cheating. It's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you cheat in working out, you're cheating yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You'll feel it.
Exactly.
You'll really feel it.
Exactly. There's no shortcuts. There's no bullshit. And that's what the fitness industry is shortcuts and bullshit, which is funny. And it's like, we don't need to promote that. We need to promote activity. We need to promote get out and do it. Just get up and go do it.
Yes.
Because there's too much now that it's like, get up and subscribe to my channel and then do it. You know what I'm saying? Get up and support me and then do it. Not just get up and do it.
Yeah.
And if you want to do it with us, we'll support you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're always open to many new ideas, many people. Because we love new things. We love speaking with new
experience.
People. It's just, yeah, there's many creative people out there who need to be seen and who want to be heard. And we can really open up those doors to really get you there in this world. Because that's your purpose.
Yeah, and as many people told you, don't do it, don't go for it, be negative, forget
Take that fucking risk.
Exactly,
man.
take that risk.
Because if it's true to yourself,
you'll regret it your whole life if you don't.
Be true to yourself. Take that fucking risk. That's going to be the greatest decision of your life. Because those people that tell you you can't do it and you shouldn't do it are the people that are scared to do what they want to do.
One day we all die, so you want to die knowing that you did everything that you wanted to do.
Yes.
You left no stone unturned.
I just hate that now, though. Like, that's a beautiful mindset, and that's the mindset to have. But nowadays, the opposite is so, like, prevalent. Like, oh, my God, nothing matters.
Yeah.
We're just biological computers. We're going to die. Everything's going to end. Everything's so neurotic. Everything's so negative. Everything's so, like, end of the world.
Because everything is given. All these stimulus checks.
Exactly. Everything is like, given. Handouts.
Here, you need it? Handout. Here you go. It's like, oh, I want more. There's no work towards it.
You don't grow. You don't grow. It's that simple.
Yeah.
If you're not going against resistance, whether in a physical or literal or life sense, you're not growing because there's no challenge. Yes. That's what we do as human beings. We overcome adversities. You know what I'm saying? Like, we overcome. That's what we do. And now we live in a society you don't have to overcome nothing. You sit in a thing, you scroll, you eat shitty food. It's like that's what they want. But that's not who we are as a species, as a human spirit. We're way more. Let's be more collectively together. You know what I'm saying? Because we can. I know we can.
Yes.
I know this change could come because it's like, as much as people say, oh, it can't come, you got to just say, forget all that negativity. Just do it.
That's the tension.
Exactly.
That is the adversity.
It's fear. It's fear. Don't let fear control your life. Never.
Yeah, you can't be scared, man. I know life is very scary and there's a lot of obstacles out here. Like, you want to go for a run, but it's dangerous. Okay, I understand that. I think that as well. Like, when I go out for runs, I'm like, oh, shit. I may get shot because I live in Brooklyn. Very fucking dangerous. Everywhere is dangerous, but
that's why you build a team of like-minded individuals to say, hey, let's go run. Let's take the squad, and instead of taking the squad to go gangbang or do drugs or, let's go do bullshit, let's go have fun and do something healthy and something positive and make a good habit of doing it consistently.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
That's what more people got to get on,
There is no individual here. It's just a team. We are individuals, but together we create something much more.
It's a collective.
Without each other, we can't thrive. We can't grow. To the people who really believe that they've made it alone in this world are really fucking delusional. That's a complete lie. Exactly. You're not going to make it alone in this world because everything is connections. Everything you need networking. You need to get there. You can't get into the fashion industry, without knowing someone who's into fashion or someone who's connected to that fashion industry or the calisthenics, the calisthenics crews. There's a lot of teams out here and a lot of competitions. You're never going to do it alone because you need a team.
Yeah, bro.
You need to be a part of something.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That one opportunity.
No, not teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work.
But the team gotta work.
Yes, the team gotta work.
The team ain't working.
Yes, the team ain't working. The dream ain't working. Exactly.
So, get to work.
Yeah, man. It's all work. And it'll never feel like work if it's something you love to do. If you're having fun, it's never gonna feel like work.
It could be the hard. Oh, I'm sorry. Go. Continue.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it could be the hardest thing in the world. You could feel like you're dying, but if you truly know it's for you and you really feel it, you'll go through that shit. You don't give a fuck how it feels.
It'll never feel like work. It'll never feel like an endless circle. It'll just be a spiral.
Because you're
always gonna do the same thing, but progressively it's gonna get better and better and better. You just have to really be consistent. Long-term consistency versus short-term intensity.
Exactly.
That's my motto, man.
And I feel like that's what people.
That's what I follow by 24/7.
I feel like that's why people complain about life all the time, because they're really doing shit that they don't like, so they find a way to complain about everything. When you really see the people that are doing shit and shit that they enjoy, they're never complaining about life. They're just doing the shit that they enjoy.
It also could be circumstances as well, because there could be a person that
everything is circumstance.
Yeah, everything is circumstance.
You can't blame a person. When you meet a person, you meet them at whatever point you meet them at, that they've already went through any experiences they've gone through. You don't know anything previous, and you don't know what they're going to do from there. All you can judge is their actions, the things they say to you, and the interaction you have with them. So it's like you can't judge a person just based on that one interaction, because there's always the possibility for growth. However, if you interact with a person and you understand that there's no further, like, that person's ignorant, they want to stay ignorant, there's no reaching them, don't waste your time.
Don't waste your energy.
Don't waste your energy, exactly, because you're just...
Because there's always someone
on
out
deaf
there.
ears.
There's always someone out there who needs your energy.
Exactly.
They don't need you,
exactly,
but they need that push. Everyone just needs a push. I don't need any of these guys here. But
damn.
I'm not saying I don't need you. Like,
that's it. The podcast is over.
No, but like I don't physically need you guys, but just having you guys here and having that energy to push me, it's like, yo, I really need these guys. I need that energy.
Component.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, those
like
soulmates,
a battery.
Those soulmates. You guys help me find my soul, even though it may sound cliche, but we're all collective. Our souls are all intertwined, and it's meant to be there.
Yeah, and hopefully, like, even watching this video, like, we can reach your soul, because we're three-dimensional bodies and beings, but, you know, what we're speaking right now through this technology, through the internet, through the medium we have, is real. It's really our souls. It's really us, the essence of who we are and what we're trying to convey to people. So it's like, I really hope we're able to touch that part of you, you know, because it's so easy on social media and on a phone to just not be connected to people and be disconnected because you're looking at a screen. It's not real. It's not real life. It's two-dimensional. Exactly.
You're downgrading your energy.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could upgrade that energy, because a two-dimensional medium can still portray four-dimensional ideas.
Yes.
Oh my God, what was that quote? You guys could talk about something, because I'm thinking about that quote, that it's like, we're using a two-dimensional medium. We're three-dimensional beings using a two-dimensional medium to spread fourth-dimensional wisdom to create a fifth-dimensional world.
Yes.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have that in the description, man. That's beautiful. That's a great mission statement right there for Gang Greene.
Yeah, man, you're not alone. Any of you guys watching this, you're not alone ever. You may be across the world, but just know that you have people there for you.
You may be next door.
Yeah, you may be next door.
You may be watching me right now, stalking me outside. I don't know.
If you ever want to reach out, we're always here.
Yeah, we're always here, man.
Don't feel like you're alone. Don't
feel scared.
Exactly.
There's nothing to be afraid of in this world. They want you to make you feel like you're scared.
Exactly.
They want you to fear. But this world is beautiful. This world is full of
100%
positive things.
Just like pain is a temporary feeling, fear is a temporary feeling too. And once you get over it, then you'll have the best feeling in the world, which is courageousness. It's crazy.
Yes.
You just let go.
Let go.
So let go of all the worry, all the stress.
Worrying kills, bro.
Facts. I hope you sit down and can just enjoy this and relax and wind down, because that's what we're here for.
Grab some popcorners.
You know, whenever you come here to this podcast, you can assure it's going to be a comfy ride. We're going to have fun. It's never going to be... You're never going to listen to this podcast like, damn, like, I want to go kill someone. You know, you're going to be like, damn, I want to go, like,
or maybe
help my
do.
neighbor. You know,
maybe
I want to
go...
I want to go... I want to go get a dog and feed him. You
I wanna
know,
go get a
stray
scruffy.
dog. Yeah, exactly, a scruffy. You know, hopefully we can inspire positive thoughts like that.
Nah, hopefully we will.
Definitely.
Because we're
Definitely.
contagious.
Exactly. Definitely.
We're
You gotta have
our
that
energy is contagious. You're either sick of us or it's positive. It makes you want to grow.
Exactly. Gang Greene.
Gang Greene.
It's a sickness.
It's a sickness.
Are you down with the sickness or are you just sick? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? All right. Great podcast, guys. I
Nice
hope
little
you
quick
enjoyed it.
podcast.
If you have any interaction, we would love to hear interaction between the community so that we can gauge the response and then, you know, maybe even do a different type of content or something else. We don't know. One step at a time, one video at a time, one podcast at a time. Keep doing what you do. Stay positive.
Stay positive,
Yeah.
guys. You guys are great.
Positive, everyone.
So, Gang
Anything to
Greene.
Close it out.
Gang Greene out.
All right. Oh my God, yo.